Have you ever studied English for months, maybe even years, but when a native speaker starts talking, it suddenly feels like they are speaking twice as fast? You know some grammar, you understand English subtitles, but real conversations? That's where everything seems to fall apart. Welcome back to English with Papora. The good news is that becoming fluent isn't about memorizing thousands of words or studying grammar for hours every day. In fact, some of the fastest English learners focus on few simple habits that dramatically improve both speaking and listening. Today, we are going to break down exactly how to speak English faster and understand native speakers more naturally. One of the biggest mistakes English learners make is thinking they need to know every word before they start speaking. The truth? Native speakers don't use every word in the dictionary. Most daily conversations rely on a relatively small group of common vocabulary. That's why successful learners focus on high-frequency words first. Instead of trying to memorize thousands of random terms, learn the words and expressions that appear in everyday situations. For example, in introducing yourself, ordering food, asking for directions, talking about work, discussing hobbies, or making a small talk. When you master the most useful vocabulary first, conversations become much easier. Now, here's something many learners don't want to hear. You cannot become a confident speaker by only studying. At some point, you have to speak. Even if your English isn't perfect, even if you make mistakes, even if you feel nervous. The fastest learners start speaking long before they feel ready. Why? Because real conversations expose your weak areas immediately. You discover which words you are missing, you learn which expressions natives actually use, and most importantly, you build confidence. Remember, fluency doesn't come from waiting. Fluency comes from practice. Many learners think conversations stop because they don't know enough English. Often, that's not the real problem. The real problem is not knowing how to continue the conversation. One simple trick: ask questions. For example, where are you from? What do you do? What do you like to do in your free time? Or how long have you been learning English? Those simple questions keep conversations moving naturally. And here's the secret. You don't need advanced grammar to be a great conversationalist. Sometimes asking the right question is more important than giving the perfect answer. By the way, this is one reason many English learners stay stuck for years. They spend all their time studying English, but almost no time actually using English. At Papora, students don't just learn vocabulary and grammar. They practice speaking in small interactive classes with certified teachers and other learners. That means you are using English from the very beginning instead of waiting months before your first conversation. And that's often where real progress starts. If you want to understand native speakers, there is a shortcut. You need exposure. Loads of exposure. The more you hear real English, the more familiar it becomes. Start listening daily to podcasts, YouTube videos, TV shows, interviews, or conversations. At first, you won't understand everything, and that's normal. Don't focus on understanding 100%. Focus on understanding the main idea. Over time, your brain begins recognizing patterns, pronunciation, and common expressions automatically. Here's a technique many advanced learners use. Don't just listen, repeat. When you hear a native speaker say a sentence, pause and say it out loud. Copy the pronunciation, the rhythm, the speed, the intonation. This is sometimes called shadowing. And shadowing is one of the fastest ways to improve both speaking and listening at the same time, because you are training your ears and your mouth together. And if you are not sure how to practice shadowing correctly, we've actually created a full video on this channel that walks you through the process step by step. So, after you finish this video, make sure to check it out. You will learn exactly how to use shadowing in your daily routine and get the most out of this powerful technique. Sometimes learners study English that sounds correct, but not natural. For example, many textbooks teach questions like, "What is your hobby?" Native speakers rarely say that. More natural questions include, "What do you do for fun? What do you like to do in your free time?" The same thing happens with greetings. For example, instead of hearing, "How are you?" you will often hear, "How is it going? What's up? How have you been?" Understanding real English means learning how people actually speak, not just how textbooks teach it. If you are enjoying these tips and want more practical English lessons every week, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Our goal is to help you speak real English with confidence, not just memorize rules. Now, let's continue. One of the biggest obstacles to fluency isn't vocabulary. It's fear. Fear of sounding wrong, fear of embarrassment, fear of making mistakes. Native speakers make mistakes too. Communication isn't about perfection, it's about connection. Most people care much more about understanding you than hearing perfect grammar. The sooner you accept mistakes as part of learning, the faster you will improve. You don't need hour-long conversations to improve. Start small, talk to classmates, join online speaking groups, leave voice messages, practice introductions, or learn how to answer common questions. Mastering short conversations creates momentum, and momentum creates fluency. One conversation becomes 10, 10 become 100, and suddenly speaking English starts feeling natural. Now, if you've noticed, everything we've talked about today has one thing in common. Real progress happens when you actively use English. Use it by listening every day, speaking regularly, practicing real conversations, learning expressions that native speakers actually use. And that's exactly what you will learn and practice at Papora. While many English programs focus heavily on grammar rules and theory, Papora focuses on communication and helping you build the confidence to use English in real life. Students get unlimited classes every month, flexible schedules, more than 500 self-paced lessons, as well as small interactive classes, certified teachers, real-life conversation practice, native-level English exposure from day one, and certificates after course completion. Don't forget, you also get a learning path all the way to an advanced C1 level, because knowing English is one thing. Being able to understand native speakers and confidently join the conversation is something completely different. And that's the skill Papora is designed to help you build. So, today we covered the fastest ways to improve your English. Focus on common vocabulary. Start speaking immediately. Learn conversation building questions. Listen to native speakers every day. You should also repeat what you hear, learn natural English expressions, stop fearing mistakes, and practice small conversations consistently. If you apply these habits regularly, you will be surprised how quickly your confidence starts to grow. Remember, fluency isn't about knowing every word. It's about understanding enough to communicate and having the confidence to use what you know. The more you listen, the more you speak. The more you speak, the more you improve. And the more you improve, the easier it becomes to understand native speakers in real life. Now, tell us in the comments, what is your biggest challenge right now? Speaking English or understanding native speakers? We would love to hear your answer. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out more English learning videos right here. Subscribe and start speaking English for real. See you in the next one!